$310 million in fees. Traders Global, also known as myforexfunds, was successful in literally pitching over 135,000 people to purchase their program. I know a lot are hurting right now, but I've got so much information for you guys that we're gonna go over on CFTC, and all I gotta say is wow. I am so disappointed, and I'm very disheartened by those that are really affected by this. In this video, we're gonna cover what CFTC released and how this has affected lots of people. This is a lot worse than I thought. So we're gonna look into this further on this article, guys. So make sure you stick around to the end. Okay. So I want to keep this nice and simple for you guys and basically summarize what I have read in this article. As you guys can see behind me here, I have the article from CFTC. So essentially, the guy that actually founded myforexfunds was using, so basically convinced a lot of us, we all fell for this. I obviously know a lot of people that was using myforexfunds. In fact, I didn't personally endorse it, thankfully. However, a lot of people did fall for it, right? But basically, the article highlights here, as we could read here, it says, as completed noted, the Traders Global, so better known as myforexfunds, pitched to had been successful for more than 135 customers that had signed up to the trading program since November 2021, paying at least over 310 million that complied to Kasmi, which he used then that money from the fraud, because that's fraud, that's against the law, guys, to do that, to then purchase luxury homes, automobiles, and make tens of thousands of dollars to his own personal account. But this is not even the worst part. The worst part is that he was using a special software where it was literally, that's why there were so much high spreads and a lot of slippage that a lot of people had noticed, where it would be so hard to actually make money, because by the time they would place the order, right? Let's say they were placing a buy limit order or whatever, the spread was so high that they would be always in negative. So it's so difficult to pass the challenge, past phase 2. And so they were manipulating. Okay, guys, this is far more deeper. This is a lot worse than I thought. They were manipulating the simulation of the market. So they weren't even, this was like a whole nother level. This was a whole different scheme. You guys could see it here in this article. I'm gonna actually put the link below so you guys could watch or read through yourselves, but I wanted to summarize this for you guys. And this is quite serious, because does this mean that, you know, this is going to be a domino effect? How do we know that all the other prop firms aren't doing the same? Right? And these are questions that we're going to ask ourselves, right? As traders, this is the thing that comes to a point where you really need to kind of question yourself and make sure that you don't put all your eggs in one basket, because I see the hurt, I see the pain, right? And as you guys know, I've created this community to support you guys, right? That's the whole objective. I want to help you guys. I want you guys to avoid the mistakes I went. And one of the main things is that I've learned over time is don't put all your eggs in one basket. Have your own capital. Create different accounts. If you're going to do a challenge, this doesn't necessarily mean that they're all going to be like this. FTMO has different regulations, right? They're from Czech Republic, right? That's where they're currently located, their headquarters. It's different rules and regulations, right? Every different prop firm is going to be different. But let me know in the comments below, guys, what do you think is going to happen next? Do you think this is going to apply to all the other prop firms? Or do you feel that this is just something specifically with myforexfunds? Unfortunately, I'm very disheartened to hear this, that this is far more beyond than just saying, hey, they're just attacking a prop firm. They're not just going to randomly attack a prop firm and freeze an account with no reason. So that's one good thing that obviously happens here in North America. There's rules to follow, there's laws to follow. And when something doesn't make sense, they're not just going to randomly freeze assets. Now, the disheartening part is obviously many were affected by this. Now, if you were affected by this, let me know in the comments below and let me know what you guys think could potentially happen. Moving on to next here, as you guys could see, what's the future of myforexfunds? I think this is it. This is done for myforexfunds. They're not coming back. This is it. This is done. This is toast. This was a complete fraud. As you guys could see in this article, it clearly says it here. They were obviously offering people to purchase their challenges, and that they would also, so if we would profit, they would also profit, right? But there was manipulation. It's very, very clear. I've basically kind of summarized it here. Obviously, CFTC noticed that there was no records. They wanted to basically make sure that they had everything in the records, right? Examination says in their books submit records and examination by CFTC in appointing temporary receiver. A hearing in motion of the preliminary injunction is scheduled for 11th, but it's very, very clear that these guys weren't following through with everything, right? It's very, very clear. They're not going to fall for it. They know that everything is registered. Say anyone offering or entering into leverage retail Forex, I can highlight it right here. Anyone offering over and entering into leverage retail Forex contracts without registration, or offering or entering into leverage retail commodity contracts off exchange, is acting in clear violation of the law. This is very serious, guys. Very, very serious. Now, it's disheartening to see this. I think that this is going to be something that obviously is going to change the entire prop firm industry for potentially the better, because that's going to be anyone that's out there right now that has a prop firm is going to be a lot more on the lookout. You know what I mean? They're going to be taking things a lot more serious, right? Because there's a lot of money involved. This is people's money, right? There's over $310 million in fees, guys, for one person basically and a company, right? But one person basically just taking advantage and buying all this type of luxury stuff, automobiles, all these things for their own benefit and kind of screwing over everyone else. It's very disheartening, but I don't think that this is going to be something negative to the prop firm industry. I think that this will be something where there will be more tightness and regulation. And think about it, everything in life in general goes through ups and downs, right? And there's going to be bumps in the road, and this is what helps tighten things, make things tight, have some sort of structure, right? And sometimes we need these things to happen so that we can avoid these things from happening further in the future, right? Or creating further damage, right? So wanted to create this quick video, give you guys a recap of what I think here for CFTC. And if you guys haven't joined in our free Telegram group, guys, by the way, just letting you know right now, make sure you guys check it out. The link is in the video description below to join in on that. Also, if you guys want to join in my VIP signals, I do have my VIP inner circle group, and that is super high value. The link is also in the video description below. Thoughts? My Forex funds done. Any other prop firms, I think that there still is lots of room for growth, and I don't think they're going anywhere. I know that that's a huge controversy, but my opinion is that we are seeing a growth and maturity in this industry. That's all it is. And with companies in general, this includes brokers. Keep in mind, traders, that there's always going to be companies that will come and go. There's going to be brokers as well, right? That will come and go. Right? That doesn't determine the entire Forex industry. And so I tell you guys, I'll leave you with this. Stay encouraged, whatever you do. Keep your head up. If you were affected by this, I'm so sorry. I feel your frustration. I feel your pain. If, so many people were just literally waiting for their payouts. Some people passed their phase 2. There's a lot of work. There's a lot of effort. There's a lot of stuff that people went through and struggled with to get ahead and, put all their hopes. But if I could leave you with one thing, is keep your head up, keep pushing, and don't put all your eggs in one basket, and focus on diversify your portfolio. If you're going to keep doing the prop firms, great. But at least instead of doing 100K, do 50K on one and 50K on another one, and do your own personal capital. Slowly grow your own personal capital. I've always strongly believed in that, and I will continue to believe in that. That is all I have for today, guys. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next video.